Nick told you to shut up.
Nope, not gonna happen. Chatting. Nope. Hey, Pink Kaiser and Kristen and Ito G-Tracker. Vegan home. Let's have sex, indeed. This black guy in Chrome. The weed smoking man. Hey, good to see you, weed smoking man. We took too long. Hello again, Jeremiah. Okay, this one. Now, this is obviously. YouTube, don't even fucking start with me. I'm getting the drop frames detected already.
Except I'll get on the game.
This one is all about Itachi, the stream. And Itachi's here, so this is going to be perfect because, you know, we can get real-time response about our views on him. I like taking BBC in the arsehole. Everybody's got to have hobbies, snitch. But a bunch of you guys had been asking me what my thoughts were on Itachi. And since I initially learned, you know, of the whole butchering his whole family thing, I kept, well, not only assuming, but hoping that there was extenuating circumstances and that there was something redeeming about him. As the fight with Sasuke was winding down, I started to get worried that it's not going to happen here. What the hell is going on? But now knowing his backstory, I think it was way more than I even thought it might be as far as redeeming of him. I think it's really, really cool that his brother meant so much more to him than anyone or anything else. And I mean, he was a guy who was put in an absolutely impossible situation and did what he felt he needed to do. And even though that need might have included taking out his brother, he just couldn't do it. And the whole final tap to the forehead before he died, that was like freaking brutal. That was watching those scenes of Itachi, the flashback scenes of Itachi and Sasuke. That was more, to me, it was more heart-wrenching, more kick in the feels even than Jiraiya's death, as I've said before, because Jiraiya's death was obviously wildly sad, but the thing is, he died a warrior, and he died nobly, and if he had to go out, to me, he couldn't have gone out any better. So, it was sad, but it was triumphant. Whereas the whole thing with Itachi, that's just sad that he, you know, a young man like that had to live that life that he did because of the situation he was put in. And he was obviously somebody who had a lot of feelings, a lot of caring, a lot of emotion for his brother, and he had to live a different life, and absolutely 180 degrees away from what he probably would have wanted. But yeah, I like him. I like his character a lot. Hidan is still currently my favorite member of the Akatsuki, but I like Itachi. I like Itachi way, way, way more, at least at this point, than I like Sasuke. Let's see. And I want to see too what you guys have to say about it. What do you guys think? I know there's a lot of Itachi fans out there. I assume there's Itachi detractors again, and Jacob's back with us, and he's super high again. Dan, well, I agree. Itachi has a much sadder story, but initially I felt more sad about Jiraiya, considering when Itachi died, we didn't know yet. To our knowledge, he was just some selfish. That I agree with Dan. Yeah, I'm talking completely in hindsight after learning his backstory. With what Dan said, yeah, I agree. At that point, well, I said it on the because at the point of the end of the fight with Sasuke, I thought that there wasn't going to be any redeeming value to Itachi. I'd been thinking there would be all along, but then it was like, holy shit, it's not going to happen. And at that point, I thought he was a dick. Joe says, I'm sad I can't stay. Oh, bummer, pal. But I give you a telepathic VJ. There we go. Now we're talking. Also, later, there are some episodes about Itachi backstory. It's awesome and dramatic. It's funny you bring it up. Thank you, Joe. And thanks for being in here while you could. What Joe brought up was something else I wanted to bring up as well. I assume there's got to be more to Itachi's story. If for no other reason, we talk in the chat in the comments all the time, and these aren't spoilers, it's just conversation, and I know how much everybody hates Danzo. Well, it's not much of a leap when you know that everybody hates Danzo and that Itachi was part of the Anbu Black Ops and Danzo ran that whole schmeal. You don't have to make much of a leap to figure that Danzo's going to figure in here somewhere. Now that's my guess. I could be wrong, but I'm assuming it's going to, at least in some part, Danzo's relationship to Itachi is going to be a lot of why people hate him. That's what I'm thinking. We'll see if fuck Danzo. Fuck Danzo. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. And of course, you guys know where I am in this series, so I've only seen very little bit of Danzo. You know, the scenes with Sai and the scene where he was being a dick to Tsunade. That's about it. Hold on, let me.
We're on different teams.
They call him dipshit Danzo. Itachi's gonna pummel your feels. That's what I'm swag money. That doesn't surprise me at all. I loved his backstory, but it did leave me thinking, yeah, there's even more to it than this, and that's the kind of stuff that's rough. Because again, you guys know how I'm very family oriented, and the familial stuff is what really hits me in the feels. So I've been on alert that I think at some point I'm going to get even crushed more by Itachi's story. Do you hate Danzo more than Kabuto? I see where I am, Osama. I don't know as much about Danzo. To the point I've only seen him a couple times. I mean, enough to know that he's a dick. There's no question about that, but I don't have enough information on him. But no, I hate Kabuto the most so far. You got to remember, too, guys, for me, some villains... Do you think Danzo is like a shady politician?
No.
Yeah. For the little bit I've seen of him, Edgar, I think he's not only... I think what you're saying, yes, I think he's a shady politician with the extra twist of being... Well, I don't know if it's an extra twist. There are probably politicians like this, too. But with the extra twist of being violently psychotic, too. That's what I think of him. But again, I've got very little info on Danzo so far. But he immediately strikes you as a douchebag. But you have to remember, one of the reasons I hate Kabuto, and it'd be interesting, that would be one of the interesting things for me to see if I ever saw the Japanese version, the sub. Because a lot of people say I wouldn't hate, and it's entirely possible, I wouldn't hate Kabuto as much if I watched the Japanese because he's not as smarmy. But that's why I hate Kabuto. It's that goddamn smarm. That freaking attitude of his. I mean, there's a lot of villains in there that you're supposed to hate. Orochimaru. A lot of guys like that, but I'll use Orochimaru as an example. And I disliked him in a healthy way. I disliked him in a way you're supposed to hate a villain in the series because he did villainous things to the good guys. Kabuto I hate as a person, as that person represented by that fictional character. You will know pain. I'm sure I'm gonna Rapid Polar Bear, and believe it or not, I'm kind of looking forward to it. Much more to him in his show Shinden. What's that? What is that, Tristan? I don't think I've heard of that before. I don't think I've heard of that. But I'm dying to know more about him. That looks, again, I'm sure there's going to be way more to the story, and I can't wait to see it. Itachi is the MVP of the series. That doesn't surprise me, Shravan. Again, now knowing his backstory, I could see that unfolding. Yeah, I could see that. Jeremiah says, you will know pain a lot sooner than you think. I'm anxious. Just that little taste of pain I got in the battle with Pervy Sage. Yeah, I'm anxious to know more about pain. Zabuza is still OP. Yeah, do you? I like Zabuza. I think that whole fight on the bridge with Zabuza and Haku, I think that was such an awesome fight as far as, especially as a way to really start to get into the feel of how this series works. Yeah, that was a great fight. That was awesome. My favorite character in Naruto, that's always hard, Super Vegito. Just because I've got a lot of characters I like, I don't know if I have one at the very top of the list. I can list the characters that have struck me that as people I really like. I can give it my favorite in the Akatsuki is Hidan, and and as you guys know, when Hidan first appeared, I hated him because to me, he just struck me as like I say, the guy who comes ringing your doorbell trying to sell his religion, and that shit annoys me. But once I got to know him, Hidan is hilarious. He's not my favorite overall character in the series, but he's definitely my favorite Akatsuki. What would I have done if I was in Itachi's shoes? You mean Miko originally? That's a good question. I'm assuming what Miko is asking is, and it'd be interesting to know what you guys would do. Would you have chosen village or family? I think I'm probably going to learn more yet about all of Itachi's motives. Maybe not. As of right now, with just what I know right now, I probably would have stayed. I probably would have done the opposite. But I probably would have fought on behalf of the Uchiha clan. However, again, I leave that out there with full warning that I reserve the right to modify that opinion as I learn more about Itachi. What character do you want to kill Kabuto? Any of them, Ace Gamer. As long as somebody kills that smarmy fuck. I don't care what. It can be Ramen Guy. It could be Ramen Guy's daughter. I don't give a shit who does it, as long as somebody kills that asshole. I think it'd be fun if it were Pa. Ma and Pa killed him. Well, that's what I'm figuring, Shravan. I knew I probably had more to learn about Itachi, and I'm anxious to learn it. But that's why I say I always hold back. I can give you my opinion now, but I always reserve the right to change it because Danzo reminds me of the governor. Yeah, Danzo, you guys were dead on with as soon as you meet him, and it's really in a rather innocuous scene, but as soon as you meet him, he's just like, he's the kind of guy that if you shook his hand, you'd feel like you gotta wipe it off on your clothes afterwards. But Ramen Guy is Kabuto. That would be the worst. Itachi Shinden filler. Oh, canon arcs. Canon arc episodes 451 to 458. Oh, okay. I got you, Tristan. Okay, so it's a separate arc within. Gotcha. Everybody hates Danzo, and that's why I can't wait to learn more about him because he's so universally reviled. Everybody despises that fucker. There's a moment in the series where Itachi will become your favorite. He's going to do a very awesome thing. That doesn't surprise me at all, Forge. Again, he'd be up on my list of favorites right now. Just because, again, that whole familial thing and everything. I mean, you can't get more noble than what he did on behalf of his brother. And the kid was put in a horrible situation where, he had to pick between his village and his clan. That's, ugh. Danzo abilities are badass. Are they, Nissan? That'll be interesting to see. I know nothing of his abilities. I haven't seen anything of his abilities yet where I am. I was always afraid, and still am to some degree. I really like Sai. You guys know I took the Sai's character right away. I'm afraid that Danzo is going to do something to Sai at some point, only because it seems almost set up with Danzo having been his mentor, whatever, brainwasher, whatever you want to call it. And now Sai, obviously, learning more and more about actually having a personality, and that personality is lending himself more and more towards the Leaf villagers. I'm afraid that Danzo might have something for Sai at some point. I hope I'm wrong. You leave me out, I'm dangerous too. No, I'm anxious to see Pain. I'm anxious to see more of exactly what you've got. I'm anxious to see, too, how much of Jiraiya's info, because that's what I'm really learning about right now where I am. How much of the info that Jiraiya sent, how much of that plays a big role in Pain's eventual takedown. I'm really curious about that as well. Please react to One Piece Dark Rider. It's interface. One Piece is of the ones I haven't watched yet, the anime I want to see the most, but I can't react to it the way we do Naruto. If we ever did One Piece, it would just be face cams.
It's
hey, Kiro. Like I say, I like Sais here. I just think he's cool. I like this character from the get go. I think it's funny how completely, you can't even call him socially awkward, socially inept he is. The things he says because of that. Let's see. Curtis, you have a death note? Who would be some of my first kills? Oh boy. I probably shouldn't put my first kills out there for public consumption just because, I might get a death note someday and I don't want to be tipping anybody off. Which character you wish you knew more about the most? I don't think it's so much, Dan, wishing I knew more. I think it's just being excited to learn more. In other words, because if you say, oh man, I wish I knew more about him, it's like I don't want to rush the storytelling. I really like the way they pace the storytelling in Naruto. So I can't say there's anybody I want to know more about, like I want to know more about now. It's just I'm anxious as hell to learn more about Pain, clearly Madara, and Itachi's backstory. I really, of those three, I can't say I'm more anxious for one than the other, but Itachi's backstory is fascinating to me. I like what I've learned so far, so I really want to learn that to completion. Anime characters I hate? Fucking Kabuto. Fuck Kabuto. I can't stand Kabuto. In other anime characters I hate, I'd have to stop and think. I can't think of any right offhand, but I'm sure there are some. But again, you guys know how my memory goes. I can't think of any of the others that I've encountered that I can say I really hate. No, I can't think of any.
Policy now.
Just wait for episode 339.
Popped up for me.
Let's see. Everybody says, Togo, everybody says, what surprises me, I've been told on a number of occasions, kill me last time eating grape nuts. Yeah, that would suck. How you're eating grape nuts are like so good and healthy for you. It would be ridiculous for somebody to kill you while you're taking care of yourself. A lot of people have mentioned to me that after a certain point, I guess the animation in Naruto goes downhill. What's the deal with that? Does anybody know why that is? What's this drop frames? Go fuck yourself, YouTube. Does anybody know what the deal with that is? Why would that be a thing? Why did the quality of the animation drop down? I don't know. Ace Gamer, that's interesting. What do you think Shark Boy Daywalker is going to do now? I don't know. I've grown to like him a little more too, just because he's just so badass. But now I'm to the point where he met back up with Toby, and Toby, let him know that he's Madara. So at first I thought he was just going to become like a wanderer or something and be a wild card, but now it looks like he's hooked up with Madara. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what he's going to do. Let's see. It's only for a couple of episodes. Okay, I was just curious. I've had people tell me about it. I don't know what the deal was, but nothing wrong with the animation. I've had a couple of people. Oh, okay. So it's drawn the way it is for a reason, and people just don't like the animation. Is that what you're saying? Gotcha. Okay. Okay, I wondered what that was about because I've had several people tell me that. It's top notch to the end of the series. The pain fight animation is okay too. Okay, cool. Jacob's so high he's getting Nam flashbacks and he was never in Nam. Trying to start a Ninja Jaws. Kisame. His is, again, you guys know I got the memory issues. Most of the characters, as you guys have seen, I still like calling a lot of them by the nicknames I came up with. But I mix in their actual names as I learn it, but it takes so long for names to stick to my memory. But Kisame's was the hardest, and still I forget it a lot of the time. I don't know why. It's just because I'm brain damaged, I guess. That his is the one I've had to rely on as nickname for the longest. That it just won't come to me sometimes. One of the fights, not a pin. Oh, really, Jay Swiggle? I'm kind of anxious to see that. Yeah, Kisame is cool, Warwolf. I wasn't big on him at first, but the more you see of him and everything, the more he kind of grows on you. Yeah, I agree with that. Oh yeah, Brother E. Well, you know me. I'm always like some boob pics, and they were boob pics, for those of you who don't know, related to One Piece. So there's some quality boobs in One Piece. It gets a bit weird at times. Huh, that's interesting, Connor. Everybody's been telling me that. They'll hold on. They keep saying, hold on to your nuts, because the animation is going to get weird. So I'm going to read while shaving with a straight razor. Jeez, sheeps. Oh, shit. That's a dangerous test. Kisame best Akatsuki. You like him best, Cyber Killer? like I say, so far my favorite's Hidan, but I'm still learning about Akatsuki, so it could very well be somebody else by the time this is all said and done.
I just found a.
Kisame's your favorite in all of Naruto. Wow, that's kind of cool. Yeah, because now he's kind of
Keep going north.
where I am now. He's kind of a freelancer, but like I say, he did kind of hook up with Madara, but I don't know if there's any real connection there or not. That's going to be interesting to see. That's going to be very interesting to see. It's from Kisame. Mr. Toonies, you're going to hear mispronunciations from me a lot. I just barely scraped the surface of learning Japanese pronunciations. Let's see. Sasori was my favorite. I like Sasori. Well, I told you guys that. Everybody had asked me for a while there who I like best, Sasori or Datara. But yeah, I like Sasori because I like puppets. So that was the thing that made me like Sasori. But yeah, Hidan's my favorite. Just the shit he says. And I can control my body. And then on the streams, the guy showed me some clips of what he actually says in the subbed. And it made me like him even more. He's a vicious bastard. Old Hidan. Spaz shit 2 is up on my channel. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Michael, what Michael's talking about there, if any of you guys want to go check out his channel, is every once in a while we're doing our first live stream of the day where we watch videos together. Like today, there were so many I just couldn't get them all in before I had to go get Spaz Kid from school. So what I did is I just let the stream run with the camera on my chair until I got back. And and Michael, both times it's happened, Michael has recorded that part of the stream and he posts the Spaz Chair videos. Again, favorite Naruto character, Kennedy? I don't have one that's above all the others. Again, I like Sai. He's probably not my favorite. Hidan's my favorite Akatsuki member. I really like Pervy Sage.
Where are you?
God, I like Tsunade a lot, and again, not just the titties, although they're a big part of it, but I like how Tsunade has taken to the role of Hokage.
Say what?
Kakashi. I think Kakashi is wickedly cool. I don't know. I don't have one so far. I'm sure I will by the end of the series. I mean, it took me a long time into Dragon Ball before I determined that Fat Boo was my favorite. Yeah, I'll make the t-shirts at some point, Mega Bird. That's my fault. I just have, again, you guys know time is my biggest enemy. Because we got a few shirts we want to make, most notably train t-shirts. But I will do that at some point.
They were coming from down there.
With us in our Shippuden openings. The openings are awesome. That seems to be pretty much true almost across the board in anime, though. They make openings and closings to their episodes that are just insanely cool. They really know how to put those together. Suigetsu is my favorite. Suigetsu is cool. My favorite main character is Toby, whatever you want to call him, right? Yeah, Suigetsu is cool. You're right about him. I like his attitude, and I like his constant prodding of Hot Nerd too. I love Sauce's gay. Mangekyu Harambegon. Mangekyu Harambegon. I like that one. I like that one, Wolfie. Now that'll send you to another dimension. Ooh, my nipples are so sensitive, Nick Strew says. Shocking, Kakashi is typically ranked number one. Yeah, I can see that though, Luke. Kakashi's a really likable character. I can see that. That's not a super surprise to me. Kakashi he's very powerful and a very likable character throughout. I mean, I even like so many things about him just make you laugh. I mean, like the episode I was watching today where they're trying to decode Pervy Sage's message, and fortunately Kakashi shows up and knows exactly what book it was making reference to. Which character death would impact you most at this point in the series? If they died right now? Well, we'll leave Naruto out of it because obviously the character the series is named after is not going to be available for death. So if you take Naruto out, that would obviously be the biggest shocker. So if we say that's a given that it's not going to be Naruto, the toughest death right now, could be Tsunade. Would probably be if they lost Kakashi. I don't know how. I mean, with having Pervy Sage already gone, I don't know how the Leaf even continues on if they lost Kakashi. 106 centimeters. Boing. Yep. Danzo's an easy ease death. Character deaths in Naruto really gets me sometimes. Oh, they're brutal, J Swiggle. They're brutally tough. I mean, sometimes this series, the way they handle the deaths so far, at least, has been awesome as well. I mean, they do a good job of not getting over maudlin about them, but making them hard hitting. I really like the storytelling in this series, all the way around. Yeah. It was. I just think of it that way because I try and think from the Leaf Village perspective. Losing Jiraiya was beyond huge. And Tsunade obviously would be a great loss as well, but Kakashi seems to be like the glue that holds everything together for the most part. You know who has been surprisingly, is important the right word, but has a lot more impact than I thought is Captain Draconian too. We've seen it first win. Naruto Shippuden. Just do a YouTube search on Spaz Boys Comedy Naruto Shippuden, and you'll see it. We reacted to it. It's funny as hell. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. No face cam needed. I'll have to look into that more, Don. Somebody else was telling me that too. I'll have to look into that more because somebody else told me that's one you can react to straight up. We'll be looking for them as I finish Shippuden because I like to have that one series that we follow every day. My last message was too big for a super chat. Oh, okay. I like to have that one series that we do every day. So as we get closer to the end of Shippuden, I'll talk with all you guys. By then, I'll go through FMA Brotherhood as well as Cowboy Bebop, Yu Yu Hakusho. See if it does look like indeed I can watch them as regular reaction videos, and we'll see what everybody wants to do. Seeking as well says, during a San Francisco earthquake, why are the gays the first ones out? They already have their shit packed. I've heard jokes similar to that with that punchline before. Good old San Francisco. I used to live out in the Bay Area in California years ago. I didn't like San Francisco. Not because of the gays, because it was cold, drizzly all the time, stunk down by the bay. I never liked it. Stoked to see your change of attitude towards Naruto. The character or the series overall, Tristan? Yeah, I am. See, Naruto's always been, right from the get-go, I like Naruto. I still like Naruto. The only time Naruto's gotten under my skin a little is with the over-the-top Sasuke. I mean, I understand and admire that devotion to your friend, but dude, do a little bit of a reality check and see exactly what Sasuke did, too. I mean, that gets me a little bit. Do you see any characters not making it to the end of the series? Brother E, the way this storytelling unfolds, I can't say that there's anybody that's, other than Naruto, that is ironclad. If you can kill Jiraiya, I don't see why there's not... I don't see who there would be that couldn't be killed. Do I have a good guess as to who will die? No, I really don't. It would just be picking names. Because I never would have seen Jiraiya's death coming. I mean, until it got close to it. You know, once they started doing that little bit of flashback seems, a lot of times anyway, heavy flashbacks definitely foreshadow death in Naruto. So, from that episode where Pervy Sage and Tsunade were hanging out and reflecting and everything, it's like, okay, at first I wasn't sure who it was going to be. At first I was kind of thinking a little in my mind that it might be Tsunade, but then it became apparent that Jiraiya was in harm's way. But then during the pain fight, there were a couple moments where I thought, okay, he's going to escape. I didn't think he was going to beat Pain, but I thought he was going to escape the fight. So that was, again, which I admire. If they're willing to take out a character like Jiraiya, I can't say that there's anybody that would shock me if they get taken out now. Love Shikamaru. I like his intellect, Pink Kaiser, and I love what a drag. I just love the fact that he just has zero motivation but yet he's so goddamn smart and such a good comrade as well. So I don't see how you can not like Shikamaru. Watch a Kame ga Kill. It's short. You will love hate it. We've seen only a couple clips of it, Kyle. We watch a lot of short clips in the live streams of different anime. We've only seen little bits and pieces of that. It looked interesting what I saw. I've only had a couple different times clips were recommended to me. But yeah, to be perfectly honest with you guys, every single anime that's been recommended to me, at least in the chats, in the live streams, has seemed good. I mean, some seem better than others. Some seem like One Piece just are, man, I gotta see this. Hunter x Hunter seems like I gotta see this. But all of them seem good to me. I've grown so into this anime style of storytelling. I really love it. I like it way better than pretty much any other type of offering right now. Any type of entertainment offering. I would rather watch anime than anything on TV. And that's not even close. Do I think Hidan is still alive? Well, Connor, I was wondering about that. The thing is, we had conversation about this before. I don't know how Hidan stays alive, though, with his head buried, unless... I mean, how do you get sustenance? What's he could eat the bugs, I guess, that are crawling around on him, but then he has no body to digest it. So not knowing exactly what the parameters are for his immortality, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. I don't know what he needs to remain immortal. Bleach, yep. Death Cider, we've watched a lot of Bleach clips. I've gotten to know a little bit about Bleach from the clips too, the basis of the story and everything. Bleach and Fairy Tail, I tell the gang all the time in the live streams, Bleach and Fairy Tail are interesting ones to me because those two have a lot of people that really enjoy them and an almost equal number that don't like them. That's surprising.
Yep.
The ones that seem to be universally loved, or for the most part universally, are Hunter x Hunter, Cowboy Bebop. Everybody seems like Cowboy Bebop. Even though everybody says it's different than most anime, everybody just seems to really like them. But yeah, I've noticed Bleach and Fairy Tail have very, very dissenting opinions about them. What about Filthy Frank, Victor? I love Filthy Frank. It's sad that he's not going to be making any more comedy videos. Let's see. Favorite fight? That's tough. See, because in the moment, each fight I've watched has been the favorite in that moment. In hindsight, oh boy. I don't know, that fight with Sasori was really good. I'm not going to say favorite, but I will say the one I look back on and I've already developed like a whimsical attitude towards it. It makes me feel nostalgic. Is the fight on the bridge with Zabuza. But I'm not saying that's the best fight. But I think because it's the furthest one back in the story, I just get very attached to it.
How far have you expanded, right?
Hidan versus Cell in a rap battle. That would be a hell of a rap battle. I'll tell you what, Hidan would stay right with Perfect Cell. Naruto versus Gaara?
I have a vote.
Let's see.
I found a great.
Yeah, I heard, Alex, there was a school shooting in Florida. I just heard about that before I came back on the stream.
I found it.
What about Zabuza? We were just talking about how I enjoyed the Zabuza fight on the bridge. That was a really well put together fight. One I can't say I appreciate that, Brightness, for not spoiling for me. I appreciate that. How happy would you be if Kabuto died? Oh, I would dance. I would dance for you guys. Yep, I would wiggle my ass. I would twerk. I'd be that happy. Fuck Kabuto, douchebag. It's not that he's not. Well, see, that's a good question. Super Vegito says, "Would you forgive Kabuto, or is he unforgivable?" But the only reason I got to qualify that one, my friend, I don't hate him because of what he's done. So to say if you want somebody to be forgivable, it's like, well, what could he do to make up for the crimes he's committed or the sins he's done? I hate him because of his attitude. So I don't know if you can call that forgivable. I hate the person that Kabuto is, not the deeds. Because if that were the case, I'd have to hate Orochimaru right up there with him. Orochimaru's done way worse shit than Kabuto even. But I don't. I hate Kabuto because of his attitude. and I don't know how that changes. I put it this way: even if Kabuto had an epiphany and became this really cool dude and everything, there'd still be a part of me that would look at that stupid face of his and still want to punch it.
You did it.
Worst part of the Naruto franchise is the fillers. Yeah, I think Wolvie, I think you'd get a lot of agreement there. I think a lot of people would agree with you on that one. I do want to see the fillers at some point, though. I definitely would like to see it. I get into a series just like I did with Dragon Ball. You get into a series, and I just like seeing stuff with these characters in it. We've reacted to a lot of the older Filthy Frank videos, Victor. Yeah, I'm always up for watching Filthy Frank stuff. I love them. You're starting blood rituals and sacrificing virgins in my honor, Brother E? Nice. That, I like that. That makes me feel good.
I'm sending a character to you.
Yes, Chris, I do like Itachi. Now that I've gotten to learn his backstory, very cool character. Awesome character. Let's see. There are characters named Roshi and Goku in Naruto Dragon Ball. There are? I didn't know that. That's kind of cool. That's really cool. When I watched the Zabuza death, I shit bricks. Yeah, that's what I mean. Death Strider. That was a good storyline and a great fight. Kakashi's face is finally revealed in Boruto. Oh, is it Firestorm? I didn't know that. Finally, that's kind of cool. Yeah, we won't now. Boruto, I wouldn't want to do as reaction videos. I wouldn't want to do reaction videos to a series that's currently live, but I might end up having to watch that though on my own. Alucard versus Naruto. Oh shit! Who knows what end up with that? I got to root for my boy Alucard in that one though. I love Alucard. Let's see. Could I be? Steven, we get. Actually, I've got a ton of requests for mod. So what I've been telling everybody is when the streams get to the point where I think I need another mod, I'll get the names of everybody that's requested it, wanted to become a mod. I'll put them on a list, and I'll just use a random number generator right on the stream so everybody can see it's fair. And all the people that I'd be willing to have as mods, I'll put their names on a list, and we'll just pick the 1, 2, however many we need that way. Because I don't know another fair way to do it, just because we've had so many people asking about it. Oh yeah, there's almost 300 people, 283. It's fun talking anime stuff, especially Naruto stuff. Kakashi's kind of filler episode in Shippuden. Oh, that's just, yeah, that's right. The filler, yes, that's right. I remember that. Today is a point where we need more. Big Green. I don't know. You guys seem to be doing fine, Big Green. Everything again. If there's been anything out of the way or anything done nefariously, I haven't seen it.
Some workers over to
change one letter in mod, and I'd be willing. Well, I'm scared to know which letter, which letter do you want to change, Chrome? Fun fact: I became a mod because I was AFK and didn't realize that when I agreed that having a mod would be a good idea, they were naming me as a candidate. We got you, High.
Oh my God.
That was your Godfather moment. They keep pulling me back in. Boruto needs to fix its fucking terrible power scaling. Really, Jay Swiggle? The power levels are all fucked up in that? Are they?
Oh, no.
Favorite Uchiha? Oh, definitely. At this point, anyway, definitely Itachi. Juicy Rape makes a good burger at McDonald's. What's your opinion on Sakura now?
So, I'm going around.
Yeah. I agree with that. Control my vibe. I think. He asked what's the opinion on Sakura now. I do think she's improved on personality and definitely on power. But I never hated her to begin with. I like making jokes about her because it is funny how pretty much useless she was for so long. But I was never a Sakura hater. I know a lot of people can't stand her. I don't think she's pivotal in any way, and she's certainly not even going to be for my list of favorite characters. She's not even going to come close to sniffing even the top 10. But I don't hate her. I just think she's but you're right. I will agree with that. Recently, Naruto has spent more time fawning over Sasuke than Sakura has. And with Naruto, it's getting under my skin a little bit. Police Girl Tsunade, I can't let anybody, to this point anyway, replace Police Girl. Sarah's Victoria is my girl. I mean, Tsunade's right up there. There's a few that are right up there now with the, Nami, all three ladies from One Piece. But, yeah, Sarah's is my number one. Pain or Madara, that was what we were talking about in the stream yesterday or the day before. I can't pick a favorite because I know next to nothing about both of them. I'm just learning both of them. But I had a suspicion that Madara was probably the more powerful in the gang. Here, backed that up for me when we were talking about it yesterday. Well, thanks, Daryl. That's very nice of you to say. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you. The Japanese are much suitable. Well, what I do is go when I'm doing reaction videos. It's way, way, way more convenient to do dub, and now I've grown to like the dub voices because I've gotten to know them. The only series that I can say for sure, if I ever were to watch it, whether it's on the channel or on my own, I'll watch in sub, is One Piece. Because there's just something about, especially Luffy's voice in there. I just love his voice. Especially when he says his own name. I'm Monkey D. Luffy. I don't know why. I can't even think about watching One Piece if it weren't sub.
Bismarck.
I am beyond pain. Remove the I am beyond pain. Remove the M and make it a G.
Right there, Nick.
I am beyond pain. A gom? A god? A god? Oh! You're talking about my. Yes, I got you. I am beyond pain. You're a god. Now I got you. All right. I was like, you lost me, Chrome. That doesn't take much, really. I get lost a lot. Where the hoes at? Hey, AD, when you wrote that, it always makes you think back to Blazing Saddles. Where are all the white women at? Do you still like Sasuke?
Oh my god, I've literally met everyone.
He's I don't hate him. He's like, it's annoying to me that it's like Sasuke almost seems to be the type of personality that's always going to look to be tortured by him. I mean, because the more I think about that, and I'm interested to see what you guys think. I understand to a degree why he wants to strike out against the Leaf, because the Leaf put his brother in a position that his brother had to take out his whole family. Obviously, that creates some resentment. But then the other side of that coin is you found out that your brother had definitely had a love for you, and he had come to the determination himself that he would defend the Leaf. I mean, he could have gone either way. He determined that he wanted to defend the Leaf. So basically, you're saying almost in some sort of manner that to defend your brother's honor, you're going to kill the people he defended. So there's some perverse logic in there. And it just, like I say, it seems like, I hate to say it, but sometimes Sasuke lives up to the whole emo thing, because it seems like he always wants to be a tortured soul. Watch the 4Kids dub of One Cough's Blood. Yeah. Well, clearly, I mean, if I have my choice of anything, of course I'm going to go with the One Piece. I'm just hoping that that would be available for us to watch all together on stream, because it doesn't get better than One Piece dubs. I mean, why would you watch anything else if that was available? Hey, Canal. Death Note, we're about halfway through, Alex. I was watching it on Riff with the gang here, and then Riff went belly up. So now, at some point, I'm going to have to pick it back up doing it, face cam style. Do you think that the Mangekyo Sharingan is worth going blind for? Good question, Omega. Yes, I think it probably would be. Given that with the Mangekyo Sharingan, now, if you were saying that just possessing it was going to make you blind, that might make it a tougher call, but you have to use it to make yourself blind. So, in other words, if you have the Mangekyo Sharingan, I mean, why anyone would have something that cool and not use it, I don't know. But you can pick and choose your points. So, would it be worth it to have it? Yes, I think so. Oh, I absolutely know nothing about pain. Spanish, why I can't wait to learn. We can defeat pain with Advil. It's one and only weakness. JJJ, that's good. Goddamn ibuprofen. That's good. What do you think is more powerful, Rinnegan or Mangekyo? Well, just from the way everybody reacted to knowing about the existence of the Rinnegan, of Pain having the Rinnegan and everything, and when Jiraiya even first noticed it in his name's gone on my head, but when he was a kid, I gotta assume it's the Rinnegan just from everybody's reactions. Uganda Knuckles versus Madara. Ooh, Madara might be getting in too deep there. Their eyes get bright red. Pain is ginger, therefore Soul Reaper Jutsu will have zero effect. Sasuke's not as emo as people think. I'm no fan. Sakage made a good vid explaining Sasuke's character, but you have to wait. Oh yeah, that's one of the things I'm really looking forward to, pal. When I do get done with Shippuden, is being able to watch Sakage's videos. Yeah, absolutely. Sloth Gaming says, "Have you seen Bleach?" And the One Piece 4 Kids, that was such a bad dub. Just watch. Oh no, yeah. I'm sorry, Sloth Gaming. I know everybody in here is not with us every day. I was saying that tongue in cheek. The 4 Kids dub is horrible. Yeah, I meant that ironically. Yeah, it's terrible. It actually, and I'm relatively new to anime, and it still pisses me off even watching that 4 Kids dub, because it's like, why bother? I mean, why destroy a series like that? And Bleach, I've seen in clips on the live streams here, so I gotta, I know a little bit about the characters, know a little bit about the storytelling. What I've seen of it so far, I really like. I like, I like the concept. I like the fights are really good in Bleach, the ones that I've seen.
People are just getting really offended.
Yeah, 4 Kids definitely sucks. Yeah, Bleach and Fairy Tail. Those are the two. Those are the two magnets with polar opposite ends. A lot of people love them, and a lot of people just don't like them. It's really weird. Activate spring hammers and rubber knives. Oh, brother E. And don't forget finger guns. Finger guns are very important to 4 Kids, too.
What a guy.
Yeah, I just hate the whole concept of taking these stories that I've really grown to love. I mean, I love the way these characters are written and these stories are told, and destroying it with that 4 Kids shit. Oh, God. Hey, Triggered. Would I react to Itachi and Shisui story? I have no idea. We've watched a little bit now, I always pronounce that right. It's not Evangelion. That's what it looks like, but I know Evangelion, or however it's pronounced. I know I always pronounce it wrong. We've watched pieces of that in live streams as well.
Yeah, let's go.
Sexy Jutsu beats all characters. Yeah, TJ. Sexy Jutsu is like, it's the ultimate. Now that, if you had have said which is mightier, Rinnegan or Sexy Jutsu, then I would, you'd have to go with Sexy Jutsu.
I need to make my people really upset.
Tide Pod, water style Tide Pods Jutsu. Take down all the millennials. Shino or Sakura? Oh, jeez. Shino annoys me some. He's just that constant whining. Oh, you forgot me. Nobody loves me. Blah, blah, blah. So, believe it or not, of the two, I got to take Sakura. If nothing else, at least she's got titties. Evangelion? Yeah, I know I always pronounce it wrong. Every time I go to pronounce it, it's wrong. Yeah, Sexy no Jutsu is wickedly OP. One of the most overrated anime, but a rite of passage for all anime fans. That's cool, Hi. Hi always breaks things down really well.
See what's going on here.
Byakugan or Sharingan? Oh, Sharingan. I like the Sharingan. The Byakugan is cool, but I like that Sharingan. Continue The Walking Dead? Well, I finished the one we're on, Lucas. I finished season 1 of Walking Dead. I would really like to be able to get the time to put... I was just talking about that the other day, as a matter of fact. To play the second season, get the second game, and do a playthrough on that. That was fun. I loved that game. That was a blast. She knows like a baby. You got to give him what he wants to shut up. Yeah, brightness. That's what I mean. He just... the whining gets under my skin. Because now, like, Shikamaru was never a whiner. He wasn't whining. He just didn't have any ambition. Shino is a whiner. That stuff... that's not... I've never liked whiners, so yeah, he's not one of my favorites. I mean, I don't hate the character, but yeah, if I were in the Naruto verse and I had to pick a team, he would definitely get picked last. I need to find more Naruto fanfic to read, Love says. Um, to the mighty thirsty. That was good. Forbidden jutsu. Give no fuck. Give no fuck. No jutsu. How did Naruto political show go? Who's the Democrats? Who's the Republicans? Oh, that's a tough one. I'll tell you though, they do a lot of sprinkling in of political elements into Naruto, though. No question about that. No, it's easy to see. It's easy to see the references here or there. Kakashi is good. I like Kakashi. I really do. AD, kill your family. Kill your family. Oh, I think, guys. Unfortunately, that's you heard the dogs. That's my call. I told the gang earlier. I'm taking my granddaughter to her dance class tonight, and that's what I was waiting for her to get here. I've got to run her up to dance. This was a blast. We'll do these anime chats regularly, guys. Whenever we do one of these streams, and this video will go up on the channel. So if you missed the stream, you can watch them. It'll always be.
You want me to head down?
Yeah, if you would please, and I'll be right down, bud. It'll always be
We might just need to pause for
tagged. I'll be right down, Brax. It'll always be tagged with anime chat first, so you know what it's about. But yeah, we'll do these regular. I love this. I love talking anime. We'll come up with different topics all the time. This was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this. But we'll do these regularly. And again, these, unlike the reaction video streams, these will go live on the channel. So if you missed the live stream and you just want to see what we're talking about, it'll be up there for all of you to see. But yeah, I'll put these up real regularly. This was a blast. Thank you guys so much for everything. Again, I apologize for having to bail out, but I got to get her up to her dance class, because if I don't, there will be hell to pay, and I'm scared of my granddaughter. She'll beat my ass. So thank you guys very much. Thanks for the great chat. Thanks for the great questions. That's what kept the whole thing popping. I had a good time in this. And until next time, as always, yes, we will, Gasper. We'll bang, okay?